Alright, let's get started. Let me change to the right scene. And today we're gonna review like this Overwatch Collegiate tournament. Some NACE Star League, I don't know. I don't know these like weird acronyms. I already have enough to remember. But I hope to see like some good quality Overwatch here. Even though like if you watch my channel a lot, you know that even top players, they make a shit ton of mistakes. It's because like you have less time to decide on things than like even League, like for example. So like, but like Overwatch is also like a really complicated game on the at a macro level. So that's why like people often make mistakes in this game. It's really hard. Like Overwatch is pretty hard compared to like other shooters, but like you only have a couple seconds to make decisions. You can't just like hesitate. Like even in League, you get like 1 or 2 minutes to make key decisions. In Overwatch, if you don't make a key decision in 2 minutes, you're gone. So, all right, looks like some technical issues. Um, and we're just going to see what both teams are out with. So we're on Control Center. Both teams are rolling out with some pretty weird comps. I'm not a big fan of this like sim junk comp because sure it helps you take White Room, but on the other hand, first I do prefer Mei. Like these are like there's some really good chokes for Mei, and like you have better offensive potential with Mei. Like you can just rush them as they're trying to rotate in. But also like another thing with like the junk is not like you take White Room, but like what Junk can kind of use White Room, but it's just that I prefer the Mei really, or even Doomfist. Like there are some nice places for Doomfist to punch from or whatever, and like if you try to take White Room, a Doomfist would be much better at like you see they're playing Doomfist, but like a Doom would be much better at just controlling this space. Like this is a really control like enclosed space, which Junk does kind of like, but guess who else likes it more? Doom. Doom loves these types of spaces, so I'm not sure where like the sim junk trend came from. I've seen it a lot in like just lower level scrims, but like in the professional level, this is not professional. Like this is collegiate. I wouldn't call it professional. Professional like just Overwatch League, for example, but like I've never seen like sim junk. Like I've almost never seen sim junk at a professional level. And like right here we see this Orisa pick, which is fine. Like I like Diva. I still prefer Diva because her utility. Like with Orisa, like you get like an extra shield, and I guess that shield could be kind of impactful. But on the other hand, like without this mobility, I mean, like without the mobility, you can really abuse just taking multiple angles, just trying to like do it. Like look for flanks with your BAP, like look for window flanks and shit. Or maybe like your diva can even like flank and look to like draw aggro. And also but like on the other hand, there aren't like too many angles to consider, and nonetheless, like Sim Junk can't really make use of map control all that well. So as like even Mei can be really impactful. You see really elite teams like I will say it, Atlanta, like really good brawl teams like Atlanta. They set up their Mei in like really aggressive positions, so that they have to deal with the Mei. Like if the Mei's just stacked with the Ryan, you can choose when to like you can choose like more freely, like when you want to deal with the Mei, when you just want to sit back and poke. But if you have a Mei on an angle, then you not only control more space, but you also have better vision. Like it's easier to wall to an extent, but you can get right click headshots, which can force out cooldowns and stuff, and it's just better if you're playing Mei rather than Junk, in my opinion. If you want to take advantage of their like Orisa, like even though the Orisa shield's like useful against the Mei, on the other hand, a Mei that does know how to take angles with her diva is just going to break that comp apart. Anyways, enough talking about the comp. That's the probably least important part. So we're gonna like rotate up to high ground. Sure. Well, like I don't know. I don't. Like, why? Why would you, like, do this? Because, like, you go here, you, like, if they just stand white room, sure. You could just wait here and maybe attack them as they're rotating to point. On the other hand, you can't do an awful lot other than maybe your Doomfist gets set up, but I don't know. But, like, I don't know why. I don't know why you just make this rotation. But more importantly, you want to take a fight? Congratulations, you're now stuck in the wide open. You're stuck in the open. While, like, the team that took white room, like normal people, they have a lot of cover. They can still, like, control point. And like, the white room is really important. Like, white room's really important to control on this map, but... Or, like... I like to call it white room. Whatever you call it, like, this whole area. But, like, why? Why would you, like, give up white room just to make this pointless rotation? That would only be valuable if you waited the whole 14 seconds, and maybe you can have a good position to attack them as they're rotating the point. But still, they could just send their diva to point. You don't have much poke to deal with it, so you have to... Who can contest, really? Your Doom? Like, maybe if your tanks drop, well... Like, they're kind of screwed. Like, if they drop alone. If the Lucio drops, well, Lucio versus Diva and, like, a bunch of people in white room. It's not gonna work. It's not. This is a terrible rotation. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bay State just won the first fight. It was that pin. And how did they not punish that? So, like, I don't know what caused Faded to, like, pin, but maybe it's because, like, he sees Orisa drop, and okay, well, why are both Ryans doing? Why is Season just charging into white room? Is there, like, a Doom engage? Like, there's a halt? Maybe it's, like, a pull combo? Oh, it's a pull combo. But, like, where's the Doom? It's... You see? Ryan goes in, and then Doom just kind of... like, by the time Doom punches in, Ryan's already, like, ineffective. Ryan's, like, basically going to be a shield bot. You see? The Doom is just dealt with so easily. But, like, what is this pin as well? All they have to do is really play defensive here and spam. They don't have to, like, I get the idea, like, they want to exploit this rotation, but they don't have to just like, pin in like this. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck are they doing? And, like, you know, Faded almost dies. That would have been a throw. I mean, they probably would have traded the Doom because both teams threw. Okay, so Junk's taking this angle. I don't think Junk should be peeking this early because they're... Okay. Like, Junk should just wait 1 or 2 seconds before peeking because Ryan's still, like, recovering. See, now, I mean, it's fine, but now Ryan is only pushing, like, right now. So, like, this is kind of mistimed, and it kind of forces Junk to... Let's take a look at how much damage Junk took. Around, like, not a lot, but still, it's meaningful. It forces them to like, take the mini. And eventually, without their Ryan, and, like, without their... I mean, like, they still have their Ryan, but without their Doom, and, nobody else died, like, it's a 6v5, it's just gonna be Bay State win. I think, I hope. Hope they don't fuck this up. But, okay, what the fuck is happening? Like, how did they lose this? So, like, they have to contest point now. I mean, like, North would have point control, sure. But, like, why? Okay, I want to see, like, the sim charge, but... Like, first, like, this actually contributed. Like, you see how much chaos there is here? Imagine if Forgotten, like, peaked at the right time, like, right now. Like, look at how low everyone is. Let's take a look at their HP bars. Okay. Like, he did some of the damage, but the majority of damage was done by, like, the rest of his team. And, like, imagine if he peaked, like, not now, but right now. Like, you could have gone this is within swing range. It's not, like, a hard target to get. And, like, more importantly, why is Faded, like, so low as well? So, like, right here, I think they just took the fight way too quickly. They just, like, they look at how hard they're going in. They're not even trying to, like, just say, hey, we're going to try to, like, hold off point. We're going to try to, like, spam with junk, and you're going to suffer. Like, they just literally walked into full charge sim. And by the time, like, Cabe, I don't know. And I assigned that red sim. I'm just going to call him red sim. Like, right here, like, it's ineffective. Like, they do trade a bit, but this could have been a fight, like a conclusive win if they were more disciplined in peaking and they just played slower. Like, they have a junk. They Northwood don't even have Doom. You don't have to, like, push the tempo necessarily. All you have to do is poke, honestly. I mean, they do have Orisa, but on the other hand, it's going to be like, you can just eat some of the damage as well, so it's not like a bad trade. But like, you had White Rune, you could just like try to like split the point into three, like put Junk here, put Diva on an angle potentially, and just try to like draw aggro, and you would have won that pretty easily. So anyways, right here. Okay, so Cowman is poking a bit. I don't like this. I don't really like this timing. If he did it like a couple seconds, if he did it like right now, like he would like do like quite a bit of damage on this rotation. Like these like Bay State is unfazed by Orisa peeking here. But like if you like tried to like hit them on the rotate, I mean you don't have that much damage. And also I'm not sure where their backline is, but timing is a bit off here of the Orisa shield. Okay, and like they use Sim TP. Use Sim TP to like what's the Sim TP for? I don't know. So like Bay State, where did they TP? They TP to behind. Problem is, what are they gonna do with us? What are they going to do with this TP? They have junk. Are they gonna like send the junk behind them? Because I mean, it might work if Northwood are dumb. Like they won't clear the junk in time. They don't have a diva. So like, I am not opposed to like these aggressive TPs to like outflank and take angles around where Northwood are playing. But like, do they really do anything with it? Let's see. So like, I'm not sure who's like behind. Junk's still spamming for main, and then eventually, looks like a diva came behind, but they're missing so much potential. They could have sent junk there, and like if the TP gets destroyed, just TP back, like before it gets destroyed. Like that's part of, and like they're even shielding the TP. So like you could just like stand there and just try like pincer them. But like a diva pincer is just not enough. You need like Diva's a supporting, like Diva's like more of a supportive hero, not like a hero that really like demands respect on an angle. She is impactful, but she doesn't like demand respect. Like you need your DPS for that. But they're not doing it. Like this TP is just a waste. And they send their diva. Like sure, it's an angle, but like their junk is still literally spamming down main, and like Doom just goes in, I guess, and boom. Where's Doom? Doom just punches it from high ground. So I was expecting a TP, like maybe you could go TP. I mean, you don't even need the TP, just fly at Doom. Like Diva, if anything, like Diva should just be clearing Doom here. But like the plan here is just bad. And again, okay, so now they're looking for a cheeky flank shatter. They anticipated. Okay, so right here, Doom punches in. And that's a good angle. Like, that's a good surprise angle. And boom, Ryan just dies. I'm not... Okay, let me see what Ryan's doing. What was Faded doing? Okay, the moment you see this, you don't need to fight the Ryan. Like right here, you might be thinking, hey, like this Rhine's like overextended. We could just rotate, and just like rotate over here. But like, this is actually like this Rhine can actually be here and be safe, like relatively safe. Why? Because look at this. Like, look at Doom. Like, Doom, Lucio, we can have Orisa just place a shield here. They can just aggro. And, like, they're setting up these pincer fights, which is good. Like, they're setting up these aggressive fights, which is, like, good. Like, you try to... If you have, like, ultimates, you can try, like, hit them on the rotation instead of having to, like, spam. And even then, like, you do have... Yeah, you do have Doomfist. They don't. They don't have anything to, like, trade. They don't even have, like, CC. So, like... It's like, you could just set up these aggressive, like, plays forever, but... But, like, right here... Bay State are just over-punishing this. All they have to do here is... All Faded has to do is like, oh shit, there's a Doom punching in, or I'm just gonna shield. I'm just gonna, like, hard shield so that this Orisa can't shoot. They can't, like, no poke damage can access Bay State's backline. So that, we do have a chance. Like, we have a chance that even if like, the Doom gets someone to 1 HP, we can just heal them up. But, right there, right here, like... all Fade has to do is, like, isolate the backline, but look, Bongo, Orisa just shoots for free. Like, you see? Doom, like, Sim just shoots for free. And this is just, like, a roll. Like, the reason, normally, why Ryan can't just make these flank plays is because... Like, Ryan needs to be, like, so fucking close and has no mobility that, like, by the time that he does get aggroed upon, like, his team, it can't just, like, given that they're also running short-range heroes, like, his team can't really trade. Like, if they go on Rhine, normally, like, with a comp such as Hanzo, if you're running Hanzo, Mei, those types of heroes, normally, you can't trade. Like, you know, if your Rhine just gets focused, well, what can like, the rest of your team do? But, like, you have heroes that are really good at, like, these close-range trades. Like, you have Doom, you have Orisa to an extent. Diva can also work, probably better. But you also have Sim. I mean, Sim can, like, quickly TP and try to, like, you know, to enter the fight. So, like, Ryan can actually go for these really aggressive plays. Even if it, like, Seasons did not have Shatter here, I'd actually consider doing this. I'd actually consider making this flank play. Because if they want to, like, focus the Ryan, like, they have to, like, expose their backline really hard. And, like, they have to, like, their backline has to rotate. And that's when, like, you're baiting them in. You're pulling them into your trap. Like, with Doom, like, you don't want to just force engages onto dug-in enemies. Like, you want them to be moving. So that's why, like, actually these types of plays can work. But, like, right here, you see, over push to just attack on the rotate. And, like, doesn't matter that Doom dies. Like, that makes a lot of... That opens a window for, like... For like, the rest of the team to just push in. So, clever play. I know it was a flank shatter, but even without the shatter, it would have been decent. Like, I'd consider it if I were down, like, a couple ults. It's not... Like, it is counterable. Like, you just have to, like, absorb the engage and play passive and not get baited. But, like, on the other hand, it is kind of hard to counter if you don't know what you're doing. So, like, right here, they're doing an aggressive setup. They could push Ryan. Like, they could push Ryan here, actually. But, like... Hey, let me see what's happening. But, like, they could just, like... They could just TP here, like, on the other hand, like, Season is positioned, like, so far from his backline that, like, if Bay State just like, instantly just TP out of spawn, well, it might not work because, well, you just TP, like, somewhere here, so it doesn't get destroyed, but like, if you just TP out of spawn and like, just try to, like, run them down, or, like, even just rotate the point, try to rotate the point, then you force this Rhine to, like, you force them to fight before they're ready. You don't, like, just walk out, give time for Ryan to set up, if, like, in a good engage. So, we're going to see. Like, they're going for, like, a really troll engage, but I'm not sure why... Hey, they even beat it. Yeah, oh my god, that tire was fucking horrible. Like you can't just tire, you can't just like raw dog tire. You need to push in, so you can draw aggro away from that tire, and you can force them to shoot you instead of the tire. Like right here, why are they just? It is good they're taking an aggressive fight because they're worried about point. Is it avoidable? Like they still haven't got any kills, but I mean they have absorbed the engage. Like they didn't just push in blindly. That's good. But on the other hand, look at point. What's happening? And yeah, that's why like when you're like the best thing to do when you're close to camping is just to play aggressive. Okay, now we're actually gonna see like an interesting comp. So right here, I'm not sure what the fuck is this. I'm not sure. Like Northwood just win this. Northwood should win the first fight. If they don't, then like they just misplayed the fight terribly. Like you see, like you're running Lucio, which is useless. Like, what are you going to speed in? Well, you're just gonna do like tickle damage. You're just like a really shit tracer, like almost. And like you have a Pharah, but no, but like you're running double main support. Like the Pharah is just gonna get. Like, not only is your ball just going to die because, like, your ball just can't get anywhere because of the Discord, there's nothing to trade, but, like, you just get your tank line is just gonna be, like, useless, which gives them, like, ample time for, like, their Echo to contest you, for their Zen to, like, Discord, and, like, the Zen's actually quite safe here, despite the Tracer, because like, the Tracer's gonna have to take forever to even get there, like, can just poke out the Tracer a bit, there's no Discord, no packs to help. Like Tracer, like is going to like be looking to play a more passive role here because you're running like your damage. You have a Tracer to just mark flanks and shit, but like Tracer's just gonna be useless. Like if Tracer tries to go for a long flank, it's gonna take a long time. It's really easy counterable. Like this hog pick is the only thing like trolling, and this Doom as well, but mainly this hog pick. But like this Doom is interesting. This Doom's also kind of a troll pick, but it's not worse than this. So, like, this is probably better. But, like, right here, you can see they just walk in. Tank line can't do shit. They can't trade aggro because they're just hopelessly zoned off by the Zen. If they try to walk in, like, eventually the Zen just Discord them and you're just gonna die. Like, you have nothing to trade. No harmony, no packs, no heals, nothing. Like, this comp is just shit. It's just dog shit. Like, the only benefit is that there might be nothing for the Doom to punch, so what does the Doom do? Well, all the Doom really has to do is play, like, around here. Just hold the space. Just like, prevent them from walking in. And, like, congratulations, you just captured point. Or, like, if the Doom goes here, you can just, it's really easy to punish them. So, like, that, it's good to, like, punish the rotation to the right, to the white room. So, like, you see, they just walk in. So right here, you see, they just walk in, and like, it's not even, this isn't even a team fight because Mercy Lucio, like, can't do dog jack shit. This isn't even a team fight, and like, they just get completely zoned off at point. You have no tools to sustain. You have nothing. There's nothing. Like your Forest is gonna get hopelessly poked out by the Echo. Like there's nothing. Like your team can't even get in. Like this comp just sucks. Like I don't know like why people still run like Mercy Lucio because they don't understand how dive fucking works. It's a dog shit comp made by people who don't know who don't understand like dive. Like you see, like how are you gonna? I mean, Dynasty kind of feeds here. Like if Bay State win this fight actually, then it's a gift. It's a gift. Okay. So right here, I'm not sure how Seasons dies. Like Seasons does like they're fighting the ball, but like you don't have to like fight that far away. Probably should just fight in LOS because like Tracer's dead. This ball's just like not a threat. Like and their Echo's dead as well. And their Echo's like over there. So like you could actually just fade it in and like Discord and boom. Like why fight this aggressive? You have point control. You know, like marking them is good, but not that far away. And by the time that and like what happened to Cabe? So I'm not sure where like Northwood are fighting. Like I don't like fighting there. Like they should be fighting in open space. Like they shouldn't be fighting where their Zen can't make an impact. Like not here. Fight on the other side of the map. Well, like if they like you have point control now. You have point control. Like you don't need to like contest. Like they can have this side of the point if they want. You just like have your hog like maybe step on point. Your ball maybe can just roll, and you just poke him out. You just poke him out. Like.
Can they get it? Faded is so low. Dip dive and dodge, but the focus fire couldn't nail down Faded and
like they forced the fight when all they had to do is hold point. They had point control. So like Northwood just threw that, but by not knowing how the basics of their comp work. Okay, like this is why like Mercy Lucio still works in NA. It's because NA players don't know how to play dive. Anyways. Okay. Sorry for the controversial takes, but it isn't really that controversial. Like NA players do not know how to play dive. They still think it's about jumping targets when it's actually all about map control and like actually playing what the game like is about, the objective. So right here, can they switch to BAP? I still kind of like the Mercy Zen. Like you have a hog anyways, so like why not? Well, like what is this BAP gonna do? It does less damage. And like you have Lamp, so it's a bit more durable than Zen, but still, it's not. You don't have a break. First of all, you have a fucking hog, so Peel's the problem. Just run Diva. Okay, they go for the pulse bomb. I'm not sure why Northwood are getting run over here. So let's see how Seasons is playing. So like Ball Tracer's camping this angle, which is good. But on the other hand, this BAP pick is whack. Okay, and like honestly, like this is the problem. Look at where their BAP is. They're already like taking the fight before, like they're staggering. They're staggering. Like they're hard staggering. And like they're going in when like their Echo is like nowhere close to the fight. Like you don't need like to go in to help enable your Echo here, because your Echo can just go in for free. Like sure, like their Echo would be shooting, but like if they fought when their BAP was there, then BAP can help with this fight while Lucio can't. So like you don't need to feed like this. Like they're all running it down bridge, but like when they're on bridge, their ball is like out of the fight, so like they just get run over. And sure, like Doomfist helps with trading aggro here, but on the other hand, like you see, Bay State, they just have to take it slow. Just they're like, oh, they're in the open. We just poke them out a bit, just go in. Doomfist, it's nothing. So like, and oh my god. Oh my god, this game is so scuffed. Kind of want to review Overwatch League. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I know this isn't like top professional game, but these comps, damn. I'm sorry. Anyways, so like, are they honestly like why are they just staggering? Stagger. When is this fight going to end? Stagger. Stop staggering. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. They just staggered like 40% away, and like they're still fighting. Oh no, like Lep's dead. You know why you're losing these fights? Because you're just going in like headless chickens. Oh no, is there even anything to review here? There's nothing. It's just like watching, like solo queue. Oh my god. Not the comp. It's not the comp. Like the comps are pretty bad, to be honest. But like it's more the fact that like look at how like we started like looking at this fight at 30%. My eyes, like exactly like we started this fight at 30%, and look, like they're just going in. They don't even know how to fucking reset. Like what's the rush? What's the rush? Oh my god, like, here's a quote, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. This is fast and it's fucking slow as hell, like, they're not even winning, because, like, they're rushing shit. Like, they don't know how to wait. Like, this is the difference in between, like, top-level play and, like, less than that. Like, our Overwatch League. Overwatch League, they make a bunch of fucking mistakes all the time, except they don't stagger. Like, literally. Like, if you don't stagger, if you're like on a team and you just tell them to not stagger, I swear like your team is gonna be scrimming one rank higher the next day. Like this is the biggest problem. Like you see, they're still staggering. This might be like the best fight they've had, but holy shit. Like this might be the best fight they had, but still, you see the ball goes in and like okay, let's see what their Echo's doing. Like Echo's now finally like rotate onto bridge, so like they aren't even staging properly. Holy shit! I don't. Do I even want to review this game? Oh no! Like if you want, I wish I could give you some good analysis, but this is my analysis. Stop fucking staggering. It's painful to watch. I'm sorry. I might have to review Overwatch League after like 1 or 2 maps of this, and be better. It'll be better for my sanity. So, alright. We're not even gonna review, like, it's just all staggering. Like, that's why they lost. There might be, like, some things they could do, but none of them will compare to, like, just not staggering. It's like, honestly, why? I'm sorry. It's just so painful to watch. So painful. Anyways, so we have shit comp, okay comp here. So they're running Mercy Lucio again. Like, what the fuck? Okay, anyways, so right here, all Northwood really have to do, play slow. Just play it slow. Just mark their ball, mark their tracer. Like sure, you have one less flanker. This should be something like a tracer, not a Hanzo, but still, like your Ana will not only do more poke, help sustain more, help win duels more, but if all you do is literally just AFK down main and just mark their ball and tracer, you win. Because it's a comp diff. Like they have a diva, but ball tracer can't do jack shit because they're just gonna lose the duel. So like your Sigma is just gonna outspam them. So right here, mark the ball, you win. Mark the ball, win. Okay, that rock was bad. And why is this rock bad? Well, let's take a look. Like, is this tracer really trying to get away? Like, this tracer's like shooting you, and this tracer's not even tagged. Like, all tracer has to do is like blink away. Honestly, like this tracer isn't a threat. Like, use your rock to enforce space or to prevent people from moving away. He's not doing either of those. So this rock is bad. Actually, will kind of provide them an opening potentially. So still like Northwoods to win just because comp diff. You see, no sustain. Like look at this diva. This diva's just bullied out. And, like all you have to do is literally shoot them, and like they just fall apart. You have no flex support. You can see, like now that you should just start pushing. Like start pushing. Like they have no diva. Like their diva's out of DM. You'll win a backline trade. You don't need to play passive here. Or like, you know, points about to unlock, you just rotate to point, honestly. And like just spam them on the rotation. Just gain position on point. Okay. Okay. Point. Sure. Sure, it's okay. Yeah, they touch point. They don't even necessarily have to, like, fight here, but I guess everyone's low. They're 6v5. They're resetting. You catch the staggers, it's fine. Normally, if it was like 6v6 and the fight's a bit more ambiguous, you have like control of this, open area. So you get like positioning on point first. But in this case, like they're just already escaping. Ball's going for like a desperate thing. All right, you know, switch off. Okay, now they're playing like this rush comp, which does get countered by this pretty hard, to be honest. Like especially when you don't already have like positioning around the choke, like you're attacking, and you're playing this. So, I mean, it was just to get up there, sure. You do have to be a bit careful. Like all Seasons has to do is like, just like shoot them, just go for roll throughs and shit. You don't have to slam, and like you just get someone low, and then that's when you can slam, or you could go for a nano play here. Probably you nano echo, but like right here, Sombra's on an angle. Seasons is trying to like get them on the rotate. You do actually want to give them a bit more space than like this is too early to like go up. Like they can actually like just clear you pretty easily. And then like that'll make space for them to rotate. You actually want them to come out a bit first because they can't just run away. Like if you just slam them on the choke, they can just like, well, what they can do is, they come out, you slam, well, they just go back in. They have the mobility to do so. And, like, their cooldowns recharge quickly, while yours do take quite a while. So, like, you want to bait them out first, but, like, right here, this is a bit too close of a hold. I wouldn't be surprised, but still, it should be Northwoods when they have ult, and this comp just kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, how did Dynasty die here? Well, like, if I see them play this comp, like, I should already be thinking, what map do I choose next game? Because this comp kind of sucks. Like, you see, like, how does Dynasty die? Like, are they literally just playing close? Like, all they have to do is defend point. So, like, if they need more space, if they don't want to die, they just kite back to point. It's something they have to do. Why is Dynasty playing over here? You don't need to be this close to them. Like, you're Hanzo. You can just, like, literally sit on the... Okay, let me show you where. Let me show you, like, one simple trick. Really, like, really simple. Like, you just play, like, around here. Maybe on high ground, but there's a rotation problem. You can't rotate back to point if they manage to, like, slice your team in half. But, like, you play where your Ana is. Or, like, somewhere near this. Or, like, you even play over here. Bam! It's free. It's free damage. Like,
sometimes you give that to the Hammond if they're just right in the thick of it, but pile drive. Oh, but no CC really.
Like right here. Wait, how the fuck did they win? How the fuck did like Bay State win this? They had no ults to work with. Yeah, this wasn't Cole. This was like they just switched to Moira. So like they kill Hanzo, it's still winnable. You have ults, still winnable. But like they lost after. Okay, so like they're going for like a slam. You don't need to slam here. All you have to do is kite the point. Just play the point, honestly. Just like give them space. There's like so much fucking space to give. And like if they try to rotate coast, like not only will that result in boops, it won't even solve the problem. Like it won't even solve the problem for Bay State because like you could just like posture around the other side half of point and you can poke them while they're just in the complete fucking open. You still have point control. So like they're not kiting. They're not kiting. Like they have nano, sure, but like your comp is so hopelessly lost in trade that like why is Cowman over there? Like honestly, why? This is basic stuff. Basic stuff. Basic stuff. Like they switched to Echo Sombra now, but it isn't gonna solve the problem. Like sure, Sombra's fine. Like I kind of like Sombra actually in these types of comps, but there's a lot of like just rage switching. Okay, so Anyways, calm down, calm down. Let's look at the next fight. So, do they manage to not win this? So right here, like, Cowman dies. Like, their ball's dead, I guess, but I guess they're committing ults to this. Like, they get their ults before. Honestly, they could just wait for ball to come back. Or, I mean, ball died pretty late into this. But, like, right here... I mean, those were good zoning mines, to be honest, but why are they, like, attacking the rotation? Why are they, like, trying to go onto point? Like, look, the backline has to rotate here, and look, this is free. You can just aggro onto them. Like, normally, like, if you're in this situation, backline is forced to rotate coast or place low here instead of, like, immediately going for a point. But, like, look. Like, someone eventually gets the point, but like, by the time that they do get the point, well, not the objective, I mean, like, they actually get the point. Like, someone's rotating, your comp really excels at that, attacking that, so why not do it? Well, like, even Pulse Bomb, well, their D.Va is with them. I mean, their D.Va's up there. Well, why? Well, this is like a... Okay, where's their D.Va? Free Pulse Bomb! Well, why don't you go for the Pulse Bomb? Or, more importantly, why don't you just engage on this as a team? They can't trade aggro here. They're hopelessly up. Like, they're hopeless. Like, it's just these basic things they're failing. Basic. Sorry. And yeah, they just... Northwood just win a fight for free. That they should have, like, lost. And you have EMP, but honestly, like, you're just gonna get poked out. Like, you don't even have time to rotate, like... You don't even have time to, like, set up angles, so you're just gonna run it down and, like, try to stagger on point. And, like, it's so easy to deal with you. Where the fuck is this line switch? You see, if they go for, like, they try to go for a touch, and, like, they are forced to engage before the EMP. Okay. How does Forgotten die here? So, like, right here, they have a Rhine, questionable pick. And sure, like, now they go for Slam. And, like, they pop a bunch of ults. Okay, and they hack D.Va, but... And they nano Rhine, but yeah, they're just able to, like, outflank. And, like, we're gonna see here. Let's actually see before. Let's actually see before what happened here. So, like, right here, they're looking for a retake. Echo's over here. Are they poking them during the rotation? Like, are they actually playing the game? Let's see. Let's see it. So, like, Capa's EMP. Well, why is Echo back there? Why did they just all peel back for one Sombra? Oh, sure, like look where Echo's playing. Why not play forward? Holy shit! Like why are they just literally all peeling for one Sombra? You don't know, like, it doesn't take a village to clear one Sombra. And, like, it just gives them so much space to rotate in and come in with full strength. Oh my god, this is... oh my... Man, you have to use EMP. That's how bad Northwood threw this. This is just like both teams throwing. It's not... I don't think either of these teams are making good plays and shit. I think they're just throwing. Like, they're just recognizing when both sides are throwing. And right here, Northwood... Oh my god. So they go for the EMP as they come out. And, like, they know that's going to happen. Like, they should know that that's going to happen. So, like, you could... So what you could do here, maybe, like, you just try, like, bait the EMP a bit, and then, like, you just try to counter EMP as they go in. That's fine. That might actually work, because you just tuck your Echo, like, over here, and then you can try to, like, copy D.Va, and then D.Va Bomb should like, peel it off, and you should be able to rotate the point and like, take it. But, see? See, like, there's like, literally, look, Look where the Sombra is. Their Sombra isn't even there, and they're like rotating. Like, look at how much time they have. Look at how much time they have. They're staggering here. Like, ball's not ready, and they're already over here. What the fuck? Oh no. This is supposed to be a finals, right? Yeah, I'm sorry for being hypercritical here, but like, oh, low disk space. Oh shit. Am I recording or anything? Why low disk space? But like, this is, if you see this in your ranked games, you'd probably report. Like, you'd probably report. This is probably reportable, to be honest. I'm sorry. Like, they're just rotating in, and then like, they have no plan. They have no plan to like counter their EMP, which they didn't use, and they were in this comp for 3 fights. So like, there's no trade. There's no trade here. Okay, so right here, yeah, it's over. It's over. Anyways, so right here, reset, reset, reset. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, now like Northwood have EMP advantage. Like with EMP, like if you're on attack and you're trying to EMP, like don't be greedy with it. Even if you can like punish 1 or 2 players for being out of position, like you can't really hope to get like a 6-person EMP on attack. You could even like go for like a bait EMP, like just try to bait them to attack your rotation, and then you just EMP them. Like that's probably the best way to use EMP on attack. You can't really rely on like attacking like those 6-person EMPs I can get from like attacking rotations. Like you can't. You just have to like look for like an EMP and like hope it works, hope it gets some value. But or like, you know, if the enemy's like throwing, you could just like try like rotate point, try like EMP on point, whatever. Like try to force them onto a fight. Right here, the EMP. Bay State do look for an engage here. There should be a pulse bomb. Like they should be combining that with pulse. Like you want those clean, decisive fights if you know they have EMP. But you see, right here, they're trying to rotate. They're trying to bait and engage. The EMP does kill, and like it's like a pretty standard fight loss. You have no poke. You can't really do that much about the EMP unless you have some ultimates to trade. Anyways, so all they have to do really just walk on point. They just have positioning on point. They win. Oh, flex support dies. That's bad. Hey, how are they losing? Okay, so they got 2 picks. Okay, so like that's a good grapple, sure. Can't see anything. They're copying Moira, which kind of sucks because, like, sure you'll get Cole after, but like you will barely have any poke, so like they can just walk in for free. Like maybe you copy something like Sombra. Like actually copying Sombra might be good because, you know, it's not only like good for like defensively, but you farm EMP, it's over. Like you farm EMP, it's over. You farm Cole, it's not necessarily over. And like neutral Moira kind of sucks. Like it adds sustain, but sustain is not what you need. You need like some poke damage, so like they can't just burst your whole backline down. So like right here, and also like this like comp kind of sucks. But see, they're just rolling in. They just literally ran it down. They have nothing to really clear that Tracer because they have a fucking Rhine. Oh my god. And like, look, they just walk in for free. Sure, you get Cole, but by the time your BAP's already dead. And they already farmed their ults. Like they're never making it hard for Bay State to walk in. But on the other hand, how do Bay State throw this? Like they have Cole. I mean, the rally is going to be pretty powerful here. This should be a win for like Bay State. Hey, okay, where's Ball? What's Ball doing? What's Ball doing? Where's Ball? Ball. Plus 267, understandably waiting for... Here, at this point, really, it's just rally diff. Like, rally just hard counters this comp. And I don't really care for the play. Like, were there even any plays made this game? Other than punishing other side for feeding? Anyways. Well, like... I'm sorry for being harsh, but I'm never going to not be honest about this. This is kind of scuffed. Anyways. So right here, they go Widow. Double Shield's actually pretty decent here. Like, you do have reasonably long sight lines, especially on first point. Second point, you could argue that favors, like more mid-rangey comps, but on first point, like, there are, like, no really, like, too oppressive chokes on King's Row, so, like, that's why you don't have to, like, that's why Ryan is not, like, dominant on this map, despite what you might think. There are, like, a lot of ways to break chokes. It's not, like, Lijiang or anything. Like, on the other hand, like, it does favor, like, more mid-rangey comps once you get to the Streets phase, so that's why you see things like Orisa, Creep, those types of picks. Anyways, so they go for a pick. The shields come. That was a throw. Like you don't need to really do. You don't really need to fly up here. Like, you don't need to do this. Like they're literally not posing a threat. You have the point. You're defending. You don't need to peek this. What's the value of peeking this? Like, maybe you can try, like, do some damage on their rotation, but your team's set up to, like, your team's set up to, like, defend, like, around, like, inside, not outside. Your team's not holding a choke. So, like, any damage that you do is just gonna get healed up. Okay, this double sniper, I assume they're gonna switch to something like Tracer or Echo, but... Okay. Okay, they said something about shield break. It doesn't really matter that much. That's a good start. I mean, listen, you find the pick off, not respecting the hit. So, like, right here, Faded's going in, but like, this is an aggressive shield, given that the Widow's, like, just literally switching. Okay, right here. So, so they gotta pick off, like, I mean, they gotta pick, but... So it's a 5v5 now. Like, sure, you could kind of try to aggress here. Like, you're still 5v5. Like, this shield is fine, I guess. I guess, like, by the time Widow comes back, you get your shield. At least they're hiding and not fortifying here, but... Okay. And... Okay, let's see right here. So, shield's broken. What does Echo do? Echo gets rezzed. Echo has to, like, why does Echo doesn't have, well, Echo's being pushed here, so I guess this Echo is kind of doomed. Anyways, like, as long as they're, like, going here and denying res, but as long as they're, like, going up there and denying res, that's fine. I was just, like, wondering if this shield was a throw or not, but it wasn't, because at least denies res, even though maybe, I mean, by the time that Widow comes back, you're gonna have another shield anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So right here, they're still up a player. This should be a win. Just wait for the next shield cycle and push in. Forgotten really shouldn't, oh. Okay, Forgotten goes for that peek. That's good. Well, you can go for these cheeky peeks, but for anything more aggressive, you want to wait for Orisa is pushing in. Okay, next shield. This peek is too aggressive. This peek is way too aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is Echo playing this high? I mean, like, they don't have any hit scan, so, like, it's not like Echo will get punished that hard. On the other hand, there's really no reason to play that high. And, like, Okay, did Echo use Flight to get up there in the first place? Or did Echo use Fly just to, like, get some extra height? Well, looks like a wasteful height fly, so... So they're pushing the point. Like, imagine having that flight early on. It would be a good aggression tool, or, like, an opportunity for you to take a deeper angle. Like, maybe even up on that window. Okay. So, like, they do nothing with that next, like, shield cycle. They do nothing. Like, they're pushing in, but, like, look at where Echo's spamming from, like, over there. And, I mean, they did kill Hanzo. I guess it's fine. Mercy's mispositioned. Not sure where Mercy is. So, like, Mercy's over there. Mercy, like, for some reason, presses D. Probably has their movement keys mixed up or something. And, like, they do get a pick from this, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, the Hanzo was able to, like, get a pick off of, like, that shield cycle. On the other hand, like, if they had Echo in a good position, this could have been, like, a bit more impactful. And they wouldn't have to, like, I mean, like, it's still probably one for Bay State, let's be honest. But let's take a look at what's happening here. So right here, looks for an off angle. Shield's gonna break. That's too aggressive. It's too aggressive. Like, they have a next shield, but... Like, right here, let's take a look now. They have respawns coming back. Like, your Sigma's grasping. So your Sigma is your Sigma in a good position to apply pressure? Okay, so you do get pulled a bit, but right here, you just get fortified, just get like that forced out. So like, you know, all Faded had to do there was like back up a bit. Back up a bit, wait for... Okay, let's take a look right here. Like, you see, like, Echo's kind of... Okay, where's Echo? Like, Echo... I wish I could see all the individual viewpoints. It's really important. But, like, you know, you kind of, like, fail your cycle. All you have to do is, like, wait a couple seconds, honestly. Or, like, wait a couple seconds. Just like, try to... Like, while they're still coming back, like, haphazardly, you can, like, set up your Hanzo on high ground. You can, like, set up your Echo on, like, an angle. Like, why is their Echo, like, playing, like, over here? And like, you can just set up, like, a good 4 or 5 seconds of poking. But... But like, they just overstayed their welcome, and like, good decisive push by Northwood here. You see, they're pushing. Well, this was mistimed. This was a bit mistimed. Echo needs to be flying in, like, as the shield is being placed, not like halfway. And imagine if, like, Echo, like, maybe this Hanzo could have gotten picked. So, like, they pop the immortality. And like, okay, let's see how they lost this. So, like, they were up like actually one player. They're backing up, which is fine. It shouldn't really be the Orisa clearing that. Like, you don't even have to, like, necessarily play that aggressive now. You just need to back up, wait for your next shield cycle, and then finish the fight. Not really forcing you to do anything here. Like, your Orisa dies for no reason. And, like, they got the pull. They get the pull. Like, it gets Mercy, so probably mispositioned there, but they just pushed way too aggressively. Like, and this Orisa, like, looked to clear, like, this Hanzo, but it just gave their... It just, like, you know, just opened this up. They just literally gave up this like one side of the point for that. Like the good side of the point. Like you need to be holding that space. Anyways, let's take a look at the next round. I probably will just do this round and then I'm kind of tired, so. But, right here we have Northwood. They're looking for. Northwood is looking for a. What's it called? It's a flux combo, yeah. Yeah, okay, their BAP gets staggered. Unfortunate. So, like, realistically, you're gonna have to give up the choke. Like, they're on high ground, but this is Bay States to win. They just have more sustain. Just stay alive, honestly. You don't need to go for any picks. Just stay alive and your BAP will make the difference. Well, you don't even have to, like, go for, like, complete kills. Just chunk them down. So right here, so they go for like their like shield cycle. Eventually, a shield does get broken, so they're gonna have to. Cowman gets like flux first. You don't need to push that far up. This is too far up. No. This is damn. So like right here, this should be Bay State's turn.
But a responding dragon strike from Forgotten just pierces the lane. Northwood head for the hills, and Valkyrie from Lep. It's just to give maybe a damage boost for trying to get a clap back, but you can see that Nos is trying to punish anyone overextending, but you need that initial damage. Cave is gonna copy an Orisa and trap Seasons in the Mega Pack room, finish him off.